Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void were prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hey, girl. Hey, look at us recording. You slay me, girl.
I love it. We're back, baby.
Girl, it has been exactly a month and a week since we found
We're back, baby.
We're back. Dear listeners, we would like... Oh, you know what? Maim doesn't even need to apologize. Dear listeners, I would like to apologize. It is very hard for me to record during the week, and since Maim has had a life,
I still got one more Sunday, girl, in a couple weeks. I still got that brunch. Still
oh,
got
that's right.
stuff.
When is that? When's that brunch?
The 6th, I think it is.
Okay.
6th.
So you're doing a brunch.
Or whatever that Sunday is around the 6th, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing a brunch. So we're gonna lose some stuff then, girl.
Girl. I mean, I guess I could technically still do it. Because the brunch starts because they just sent me a flyer for it. That's why I said the brunch starts at like 11. So I actually would be home. So it's a possibility I could actually still do it that day.
If you decide how tired, because girl, I know waking up at 11 o'clock, waking up at 9 o'clock.
I just remembered that.
Yeah, girl, why'd you say yes to this?
Because a friend of mine wanted me to do it, and I was like,
girl,
all right, that sounds
girl,
fun.
What you should say is, I'm more of a Leonard kind of gal. Or more of a
more a midnight snack girl, personally. Technically, if we're going to get
black joke, I don't know these things anymore.
Can a thing be both? That's my drag name in a former life, Black Joke.
Oh God! So what's new with you, girl? What have I missed since Sunday?
Let's see. I don't know. This has been like a really weird work week, so it's tax season.
Yeah. I mean, especially with things going on with the IRS, who knows if they're even going to take taxes this year?
Let me just tell you, please stop saying that. Because if I have to talk another person off a ledge because my clients are literally having to beg people to stop thinking that because it's going to cause them to all come as late as possible. Mm-hmm. And every time they reach out to any of their clients, they're all saying the same thing. They're like, well, we're going to wait and see. We're going to see. I'm like, stop. Dear listeners, if you hear the sounds of my voice, I work every day with accountants. There's nothing that's going to happen with the IRS. If you have not done your taxes yet, go do your freaking taxes.
I mean, but you have till April 15th.
No, you do have till April 15th, but I'm just saying, like, this is, I mean, if you do an extension, you got till October, right? Or it's September. But it is wild. Like, when I tell you the number of percentage of people that are literally saying this daily now to the accountants, it is wild. Absolutely.
Wow.
So,
girl, there's one thing I noticed today.
Yes,
I think our crazies are beginning to feed into each other because you have the crazy that you have to share everything, and I have the crazy that I'm supposed to respond to everything. So you sharing all the little things you share on all the different websites, and then I respond back to everything you do. And
it just funny. The things I send you are just funny.
I know. I think they're funny too, girl. I think they're funny too.
But you don't have to respond to all of them. Like, it's just me
I do. Because who has to have the last word? It's not you.
I totally forgot about that part of our relationship.
You getting a new car before the 25% tariffs take effect?
I haven't even paid off my last car.
And you don't have to pay it off to get a new one.
No, I'm not. I really like my car. I don't really want to get a new car anytime soon. Like, and I'll enjoy not having a payment for a while.
See, I was thinking about that. My car's nearly paid off, but it's a Honda Fit, so it's a little. I'm like, ooh, I could. The ride is not as smooth as it should be. That's my Maya Angelou impersonation. If you didn't know,
I know
the
what it
ride.
Was. I know what it was.
The ride.
Yeah, I don't know. Like mine's fine. Like I mean, I don't drive it that much, technically. So especially now that I have one less brunch, I
Yeah,
really am
because you
not going
take
to
that
or one
train
less
down to
thing.
Miami.
Take that train down to Miami. I might take the train down to see Kylie. I've been thinking about it more and
Oh,
more.
when are you going to see Kylie?
That's
Speaking of random phone calls, girl, did you know? Pardon. Did you
jeez.
know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, I had a little bit of ice cream, so it could be
Oh,
I've become a little lactose sensitive just to ice cream in my in
welcome
my
to my
in
world.
my older age. So I had a drumstick, a Nestle Crunch drumstick. Girl, do you remember when drumsticks used to have the big old wad of ice cream on top?
I never really ate that stuff. You know that.
Lactate, girl. Anyway, girl, speaking of lactate, you know we have Patreon. Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com/Mims of Maim, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim.
Contribute to Maim's lactate.
Not sponsored. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. This time it's finally Baking Sugar. It's a Deciding Women podcast. And dear listeners, I apologize again. We won't do it. It won't be this bad for a while. I don't know how many patrons we've left. I haven't even looked at the last month because
We
of it.
still
Hey,
love
May.
you.
We love you. We
still.
really do. Hey, May.
Yes.
Website, mimsofmaim.com. You can buy some merch. You can look at what we're doing. If anything, hey, Maim,
Yes.
do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
Not cocaine, 5-star reviews. That's
My
exactly
nose was
right.
just itchy, girl. It's
Girl,
allergies.
and urine allergy season. With the pollinating has occurred, girl. The pollinating has
I
occurred.
live in constant allergy season. I
Girl.
never leave allergy season.
Well, I mean, that's just you. That's you. Party of one. I'm having a me party, a party just for one.
I forgot
a
about
me
that song.
party. I love that Muppet movie. This is season 5, episode 8. Prediction. Nada. Well, girl, we are in a tiny little plane in Arizona.
Hey, tiny plane.
And it's JB with, you had to wait for a while to figure out his name again. Lee is his name. And they're just flying around, looking at the scrubland, seeing how beautiful it is. Oh, we're moving by really fast. Yeah, girl, you're in an airplane.
Yeah, look at that beautiful scrubland.
Girl, I couldn't be in the front of an airplane. My vertigo would kick in. I'd just fall out.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I can fly in a plane, but if I had to look,
Yeah. And there you
absolutely
see
not.
the entire horizon.
Mm-mm.
And you
No,
have
thank
Kareem
you.
Abdul-Jabbar right beside you.
Mm.
That's such a good movie. And he's very funny in it.
I love his Sherlock Holmes books.
I know
love them.
you've said that.
Ugh, they're so good.
You've said that.
So good.
Well, we find out that Lee's son's name is Dale,
Hi, Dale.
and he's married to Jill, who may be a nutso hippie freak.
Maybe.
We'll find out in a moment. Because we're at the mansion, and we meet Chekhov's Greta Olson. First act to last act, girl. First act to last act.
I can't. Oh my God.
She is the maid named Greta Olson. This is my Swedish accent. It's very similar to my Angelou because it's just going to go to my Angelou eventually because I cannot hold an accent for very long. The only accent I can
Your
hold.
Swedish accent will eventually go my.
There's only one accent I can hold for a long time. Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, but that's just because she sounds like your grandmother.
How are you doing?
She's literally a
She
variation of your
does.
grandmother.
She is. She is. Girl, speaking of that, there was this one time. Luckily, my mom doesn't listen to this podcast. Did I ever tell you about the time with the
Yes.
dry poussoirs? So
I'm sorry, what?
we were sitting at the table. It was me, my grandmother, my aunt, and my mom. And for some reason, my aunt and my mom were starting to talk about, as you age, things start happening down below where things become a little more bit more of a desert.
Okay, okay.
And my dear sweet grandmother, dear listener, she was late 70s, early 80s at the time, asked what they were talking about. And I was like, my mom looked at me and I was like, Mother, absolutely not. This is between you and my aunt to tell your dear sweet mother what you're talking about. And my mom just looked at her and said, you know, when you get old and your pussy gets dry.
I can hear her saying that so
And my
clearly.
grandmother, oh yeah.
The thing I always
And
loved the
farts
most
while
about
she's laughing because she's at that age.
when I was around your mother, like my favorite things about your mom is that she was so different than my mom.
Uh-huh.
Like the things that would come out of her mouth, I would just be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Because it's weird because like both of our mothers both treated us like little adults all the
Uh-huh.
time,
Yeah.
except my mom was a different type of like treating us like a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so sometimes when your mom would just say things, I'll just be like my mouth is always just I'd
Yep.
be in the back of the
Yep.
van just like, "What?"
Yep. Yep.
Lord have mercy. And your aunt, like they just didn't care.
Yep.
We were just these little men sitting around the house listening to
Uh-huh.
them.
Yeah. Well, Jill's here. And let me say something about Jill.
Please do.
Jill's fashion throughout this entire episode is A plus.
It
Like
is.
they had some fun. And surprisingly, this woman is very good at playing this role. Like she's
Yeah.
not annoying. This could go like case in point, if you played this role, it would be painful for anybody to watch. However,
How did I get pulled into this? How did,
I just
I-
felt like doing something. I thought I'd do a shtick. I don't know.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just like, how did I get pulled into this?
Look, you're the actor of us, and you're not that good. You can
I'm
do improv.
okay.
Yeah, I know.
do
I'm
improv.
I'm bad. I'm miserable. I'm horrible. I've never. You see, I come from the untrained sort of acting called not acting.
I'm not the untrained, honey.
I'm untrained to the untrained eye.
you've never been a trained thespian.
Girl, to the untrained eye, I'm still bad. So
I mean, you're at least like bi thespian.
ooh, I love a tri-thespian.
You try
Anyway,
whatever, girl.
she's here and she loves JB's aura. And she's just says, yes, 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 yes. A bell rings and she's like, oh no, I must go get in touch with my ectoplasmic spirit. And she
Yes,
leaves.
girl. You better get that
I-
ectoplasm.
I did that before this little meeting that Maim and I are having right now. I have 5 minutes. I was like, hey, ectoplasmic spirit, I got to meet you real fast. Let me get on a chatterbait and see what I can find.
No!
It really is a who's cheap and ready for 5 minutes.
All of them, apparently.
Oh, I was going dirt cheap because I don't have that many tokens left. I ain't refreshing it, so it's like I'm just whittling them away slowly. So, your listeners, if you don't know what chatterbait is, don't.
Don't. It's best to just not.
Well, Dell's here, and Lee approaches Dell. Is like, "Hey, did you fix that fence?" And Dell's like, "Yeah." Scene. We're at a party.
That's literally that. Like, Dale doesn't have to do much in this episode, really.
No. Except for look hot in a white shirt a little bit later. It was look. It's in this horrible, crazy murder she wrote. You gotta find what you gotta find. He had a chest.
I like. You know what?
What?
I love that though. I love that for you.
What?
Because you just gave our listeners like the perfect analogy for what 3 a.m. at a gay bar is like.
You gotta find what you gotta find. He had a chest. He ain't got no arms or legs, but he only got a chest.
3 a.m. lights come on. You're like, what do we got? What do we got left? Chest. Got it. There we go.
Oh, we may need a bag.
Yeah, no. We'll do it in the dark. But, just something to feel while we get the deed done. But something.
Yes, I'd be on my back this time.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Then it's hey, oh damn it! I guess you'll have me on your back this time.
I miscalculated.
I have chosen incorrectly.
Stupid tattoos always throw me off.
So the one thing about these parties is you must give your sign. They only talk about their signs. I'm a Taurus. You're a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn.
Do you know what that means? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. It means we were born at a certain time. And
although Maim loves to post things about it being Capricorn season and all that bullshit.
No, I just
Yes,
joke.
you
I
do.
post the funny ones.
Girl.
They're just funny. I don't post constantly about it. I
She
post like
thinks
some
they're
things that are a
funny.
hoot. They're funny. I do think they're funny. Like, I like they're funny, but I also like when there are certain things that are coincidental. It's not me being like, girl, this is because of me being a cat. It's not that. I'm just like, oh, that's pretty funny, right? That's kind of me, right? It's more like that because it's fun to see yourself in some of those things, especially the more ridiculous ones.
I'll pause a second because I have a read for you too.
I love.
All right, I'm back.
You could have kept it in.
I didn't want to because I don't need Big Pharma coming after me.
Girl, I will take the sponsorship now. Come on.
Free.
Y'all gonna pay for it? I will take it.
Well, Ben and his hot wife are here. I guess she's here.
Ben and hot wife.
Her name is Catherine, which switches to Kip sometime later on in this episode. I don't know if they just lost her name or if they're saying Kip is short for Catherine. I don't know.
I guess it's a form of that. I need you to pause for a moment.
We're back.
Oh, it's like, why did I open this up right now? I have to.
God.
Yep.
So also Catherine
Yes.
is in, I don't know if you noticed her dress. It's the same one that Jules Sparkles wore, but just in blue.
Oh, you're right.
It is.
Which I kind of love that dress.
I love that dress too. If you watch the Fashion Photo Review, the only dress they tooted this past week was the Candy Muse ripoff. Because it was the only ugly dress.
They didn't think Susie's was ugly?
No, they're like it's camp. It's not ugly.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and they said that, and they were like,
I just love like these regulations.
and they're like,
You're like, oh, you're right. Under by clause A, section A5, if it's done under camp scenario, we can't technically call it ugly.
And then they were like, and Lexi's was just good looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lexi looked really good this
She
week.
did.
Yeah.
Well,
I was happy for her.
Dell and Catherine go off to eat some Swedish crab salad.
Ooh. That sounds like a pandemic. It's just waiting to happen.
Well, Jill's here, and she was sorry she didn't show JB around yesterday. She was getting in touch with her alpha level of consciousness. And JB was like, yeah, I need to take a nap too, girl.
Don't. Oh no! What will we tell guys that a lady got in touch with her alpha side? What's gonna happen?
We pan to Dell and Catherine eating out of each other's hands and giggling and like,
I hope they watch the Mims.
Well, Roy showed up, and Roy's a good old boy.
Hi, Roy.
He apologized to Lee, but the fence ain't fixed yet. They lost about 10 head of cattle.
Oh, that's all right, Roy.
Roy's gone.
Yes, these little in and outs in this episode.
Yeah. Ben,
I guess it makes sense, right? Because this person has like this large estate and farm, and yeah, I guess it would be like not a lot of recurring characters. No. Although it would have been a little bit more like bait and switch to like have a little bit more character involved. That way, there's more suspects.
Yeah. Well, Ben's trying to get Lee's business. And all of a sudden, girl, a helicopter arrives.
Not a helicopter, honey.
And Dell's like, we have a visitor for you, Jill. For you. It's all for you.
Oh, for me?
It's all for you.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know anything. You know, that song, I think that's the only line I know for that entire song. All for you.
All the girls at the party. Look at that toddy. Look at that. Yeah. Got a nice package. All right. Guess I'm going to have to buy it tonight.
Okay, I do know that part.
You know more lines of the song. That was her the last big one.
Uh-huh.
Before Nipplegate.
I mean, that did take her down. That is like...
I mean, it is almost like a historic type of thing now. That like something that like taking a star of that caliber. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But now she's getting a resurgence, so good for her. The young Gen Zers are discovering Janet, and they're like loving it.
So it's a little bit later on, and a man is lighting some candles, girl.
Ooh, hey, yeah.
He's a hack named Francesco.
Ooh, I like Francesco hacking.
I will now call him Franny for the rest of this episode.
Here's your one chance, Franny, don't let me down. Not Franny girl.
He's a psychic.
Oh, okay.
From his traveler grandmother, they didn't use the word traveler, but
we're gonna use it.
He's a tramp and a thief.
Gypsy, champ, and thief.
There you go.
It's a song title, so I can say it out loud.
You know, there are some song titles with the N-word in it. I ain't gonna say those out loud.
That's true. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there are songs with
There's
that.
lots of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have to do better, America.
Why? Your people on that word use it. Just like
Half
I
of
use
my
faggot.
Half of my people.
Well, somewhere between 10.
You know I don't use that word, right?
I know.
Like I don't use it because just the minute I even think about it, some person's gonna be like, "That didn't sound right coming out of your mouth."
Well, they're like, "Soy Latino."
Yeah. Dominicano.
Me llamo out of here.
Yep.
Toodles.
La vaca.
Oh God! Oh yeah, I saw. You showed me that picture of Bad Bunny's big balls on the side of that building.
It's just like on our billboards now. It's great.
He's so pretty. He is such a handsome man. 85% of the time, maybe 90. There's sometimes it is not. Like the hair situation doesn't do right with me.
Sometimes he does look kind of rough. You're right.
And I'm okay. The thing is, I'm okay with the rough. It's
but no, not rough, but like sometimes it's like he like looks almost like homeless.
Yeah, I'm okay with some of that. Jill saw one of Franny's performances in San Francisco.
Oh.
I wrote on the shitty paper again. It's horrible.
I can hear it. I can hear it when you rattle it around.
Like it's horrible.
Yeah, it's weird ASMR.
Well, he reads JB. Like, he goes over to it. It's like, does JB mean anything to you? Justine Bateman. Are you Justine Bateman?
I love her.
Then she goes over to Catherine, and finally he decides to read Jill. And he's like, he grabs her hand, and he's going to see into the darkness of the future, girl. He sees joy, then a mild strangulation, then more joy, also known as Saturday night at 3 a.m. in a gay club.
And at the 3-2-1.
Contact. Then she's fine for a while. Then she falls off a carousel, but she's okay. Then, no! He dashes outside, turns around, and says, he saw the red flames of death. Maybe I could play Francesco.
I could see that. It'll be like Rip Taylor, but I could see it. Just before she dies, like confetti hits her in the face.
Just keeps on throwing it as she turns around in the airport, just throws confetti at her and everybody and starts scream laughing. That is what I would do.
So much.
Absurdist. God, how good would it be?
We were so weird as kids.
How good would it be if Rip Taylor was in an episode of Murder, She Wrote?
Oh.
So I'm sure they know each other.
Oh, yeah. They have to. They have to know each other.
Yeah. What's the next morning? JB and Jill are chit-chatting over some really dry toast. Thank you, craft services, for leaving it out for a while. When JB later says the toast is cold, girl, that thing's right back to frozen. It's
the toast is cold. The toast is cold.
Jill decides to talk to Franny. She must talk to Franny.
Mm-hmm.
She eats the toast. Yeah, toast. Are you familiar with that song?
Yeah.
Okay. The dude from like the 90s used to play it on a toaster. And okay. Dear listeners, if you're interested in that, please go to YouTube and type in toast song. I think it's actually called Yeah Toast.
I think it's called Yeah Toast too, because I think that toast.
And every time he switches to French toast, it makes me giggle like this.
Jeez. What was that again? I feel like that's how you react to me all the time, personally.
Look, it's probably. I'm generally very easy to laugh until I'm not. I laugh at myself a lot.
You do.
Because I am the funniest person that I know. I mean, hell, I have to be that way because I'm stuck with myself 24/7. And the voices in here, sometimes I get a little silly.
That we're calling it silly.
Salacious.
Salacious. Come on, Plasm.
It was ectoplasm.
Whatever you got to call it here, any spirit of Halloween plasm, girl. I don't know.
Girl, the thing is, I don't like it on me.
There must be alternatives to that. Many of them, I'm sure.
I figured one out, yes. Luckily, I was wearing socks. You know, a dear friend of mine back in high school, somebody that you know too, the other gay Southerner that went to North, not the tall one that sang, the short one that was the one I was closer to. Apparently he has a big old.
Okay.
Huh?
I said that's fine.
Anyway, he always back in the day, he was like, I don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of socks on the freeway as you're driving. It's because you can do that while you're driving and throw the sock out. And then I started looking, girl, there are a lot of socks on the freeway.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dear listeners, please switch to organic socks so they can biodegrade.
All of that was an endorsement of organic socks.
Cotton, the fabric of our lives.
Ooh.
Yep. It's where we are. Oh, God. Well, she chokes on the toast. Oh, no. And then she's like, JB gives her the Heimlich and saves her, but she's like, Dale, Lee, come here. And Dale comes in a tight white shirt, and it's the best he looks this episode. Because the way he comes in, he's kind of hiding his little ugly mid-80s mullet. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We can move on. Jill's like, oh no, it's the prophecy. She really wants to talk to Franny. So, take a look.
I do love. I mean, I do love how the tension on this one builds really strongly, though. I am enjoying that.
Yeah. So Lee and JB go to eat breakfast, girl. Breakfast. And then they're going to go and walk around the ranch and see a few things. Well, it pans over as they're going off to do that. It pans over to Jill in a fabulous mustard blouse. Like this color. Yes. This color is what those colors only black people can usually wear. She is wearing it, and it looks good.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Sometimes it's just how you wear it, girl. Sometimes it's just how.
I could put that blouse on, and you would think, first of all, faggot. Second of all, you would think, are you still alive? Because you look green. Sorry, probably not full faggot. Probably faggot.
I think you'd just be like, is that ketchup and mustard?
So apparently my coworker, I kill my coworkers, like ha ha ha, because I handed him some Skittles the other day.
Because you are the funniest person alive.
It's true. In my life, you see, not alive, but in my life, I'm the funniest person.
In your life path.
Yes. I handed him some Skittles the other day, and I did not even realize I said this. And I said, here, I don't want them. I've already tasted the rainbow. And I turned around and walked away. And it really got this little straight boy's heart that I said that.
I mean, sometimes it's the little things, right? Those very quick lines. I unfortunately do those on Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
And I can see people's faces go like, because sometimes they just slip out. And you're just like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sometimes kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because you're just
both
being shitty.
and ha.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Very funny.
Well, Jill wants to go for a ride on that horse. Dell comes up and they fight, and Jill leaves to go ride on the horse.
Okay, well, you do it, Jill, girl. You go get some horse time.
Well, we're back at the ranch, and they're on kind of a hill, a little slope, looking around at like Tombstone and other things. JB is in some Katharine Hepburn realness, and she looks fantastic. This is, fashion-wise, this may be the best episode.
Yeah, I think they're really playing up the glamour of this.
Yeah, the
thing.
glamour of Arizona.
You gotta do something with it.
Dear listeners, if you're from Arizona, it's a very beautiful state to fly over. Well, I can't say that I've ever been there. I've only ever landed in Phoenix and then taken back off.
It was so hot. That's all I keep saying. Like, it actually, there are parts of it when I was there that extra day that I drove around a bit. It was really nice. Like, there are parts that are really nice, but when I tell you, it is the most indescribable heat that I hope
Girl,
I never had to experience again.
I have been to Vegas in the middle of summer. I know what it feels like. It is horrible. It is. You go outside, you immediately start sweating, and the sweat's evaporating and leaving a white trail all over your body.
Just
It's
like,
horrible.
I just don't. I mean, I get it. Like my friend told me, they're like, "Oh, we still go outside." I'm like, I get that, but also like my brain just, well, because my brain just keeps saying to myself, like, what? Why would people even settle here to begin with? Because it's always been hot. Like, why would they even stop here and set up roots? And the thing that made me really think about it was when we were flying over. Because when we're high enough, I don't get like too mad.
Yeah.
But as we were flying over, because a lot of it's mountainy and hilly, I just see these like pockets in the middle of nothing.
Girl, the part of it was back in the day, if you kept going, you died. Like it was, you know, to get across Arizona, you had to go north. Like that's how you got up. Otherwise, you just died in the desert.
Lord Jesus. I'm not a fan.
That's why it's the Oregon Trail and not the California Trail, because you get down there from here.
Unlike San Francisco's famous Oregon Trail. I think that's what they call Castro Street.
Which is very Disneyfied now. It's very odd.
It is.
It is. It's very, very weird. Oh.
I guess I am going there soon, aren't I?
Are you going soon again?
Yeah, it's time. It's time to go back. Time to head back to their homestead.
Well, Lee wants to marry JB.
I'm sorry, what?
JB says no, politely. But then there's Jill's horse. They run down and get into a carriage, a buggy and carriage. What is this? With like wheels.
It's just they are doing their best to westernize this whole episode.
The CBS props department had some fun in this backlot that hadn't been
like,
used.
This is what we've been preparing for months. They called back like the Gunsmoke troop.
Yeah.
And they're like, guys, JB is getting us back on insurance, so get ready.
Jill's passed out, but now she's fine.
Oh, okay. Good girl. Good for you.
But
girl.
Jill's like, I must increase my bust. Actually, since I've been working out, my bust is getting smaller. Like, girl, it's the thing that annoys me the most about working out. Everything else sort of stays the same, but my chest gets smaller. Like, it's the first thing to lose anything, and like, I don't lose for other places. It's my chest.
I mean, I get that, but like, there's a lot of men who wish that would get smaller when they start working out, and that's like the last thing to get smaller.
That's true.
Surgeries.
That's true. I mean, I can still have a little bit of jiggle.
A little bit of titty meat.
Little titty meat.
Little titty meat, girl. You trying to get some titty meat?
Some titty meat. Go fry that up. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Not some scrapple, girl.
Girl, we had something at work today where they gave us some late afternoon bagels and cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Girl, I bit into the first bagel. I was like, this is the stalest bagel I think I've ever had before in my life. Then I bit into the second bagel which had roasted tomato cream cheese that tasted like liver mush.
Wait, what?
I was like, this tastes like liver mush, y'all. They started laughing, and I was like, yeah, it does. Then I went back to my office.
Strange.
And my office mate was like, you know, you were complaining about those being stale, but you sure as hell ate the hell out of them. I was like, yeah, I know. My jaw hurts, but I ate
Ain't nothing you ain't felt before.
Can't unhinge it like he used to.
Oh no, you've lost some of the flexibility there.
And he started doing jaw yoga.
They have that. You should know as a side.
Why should I know? I just have to get it to a certain level now. It doesn't have to be. Girl, I ain't gotta
Oh my God.
get to man, dude. What Anthony Bouvier? Where are we at?
Oh my
here?
God.
Oh God. All right. And Jill is Lee's a complete ass to Jill. So it's a little bit later, and JB and Lee talk. And JB's basically tells him he's being an ass. And he's like, fine, I'll deal with that later. Dell is on the phone trying to get Franny back. And he's like, I offered you 1,000 ruble dollars to come back. And you have not shown up yet. Girl, that ain't even a mini challenge anymore.
Like for real, that you got to come back from the outside of the city over in Vegas or something like that. Like that's the plane ticket right there
Girl,
alone.
we got 5 more pages, miss.
I mean, we knew it was a myth.
Yes. So Jill's outside and Lee talks to Jill. Ain't nobody even dead yet.
No.
And he apologizes. She says, I can sense you're a good person. I'm going to go talk to Catherine, which I never clocked as them being friends anyway. But whatever.
I didn't think so either. I was like, wait a minute.
I thought that was the most suspicious thing in this entire thing.
Yes.
I'll be back by 6.
Okay. It's very specific. Thank you.
Well, JB and Lee talk after she leaves. And JB's like, I'm going back to Maine. Lee apologizes again. And she says, look, it's not you, it's me. I never even thought about life after Frank, and here we are, and this is too much, and but we can still be great friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, really. He's like, oh, okay, but I'm so rich, and you're up in Maine, and the weather is terrible, and but it's nice here.
Yeah.
Don't you want to stay here with me?
She's like, no, it's too fucking hot. What are you thinking?
Don't you want to stay with me, even though we have never, up until this point in time, had this type of exchange?
Then there was the other comment of how he doesn't like to wake up in bed without somebody, and I'm like,
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
she travels all over the place to see every single one of her nieces and nephews and cousins.
Also, just get a Great Dane, for goodness sake. Like, honestly. Get a Russian bride or something. Why is it gotta be JB?
Why's it gotta be Russian?
I mean, they have an efficient service, don't they?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Tariffs.
Well, this
dear.
was back then. This was the 80s. They were trying to get over. They're like, please,
girl, it's dinner time now, and Jill's not home. Dell's a little upset.
Is it after 6 already?
Yes, Franny showed up. He sensed Jill was in trouble.
Oh. Single ladies.
All single ladies, all single, all single. Put your hands up in the club.
I'm mad that you did it. It was like you did like the dishpan hands motion, like you just turned into like a Palmolive ad for a second there. Oh,
You've seen the creepy video of the woman with the hands, right?
I just saw it again yesterday.
I love it every single time. Sometimes when I have a bad day, I'm like, at least I'm not this crazy.
My favorite part of that video is when the other reporters tried to, and she's like, "Oh no, not like that." I was like, "Lady,
You
calm
have
down."
to love your hands. These are insured.
Her hands do nothing. She said, "Nothing. They don't even open a can of soda." She said.
Yeah, I don't even know how she eats.
I-
Just attacks him with her face, like in the
Why did you look
Fantastic
like Eddie
Mr.
from Ab
Fox.
Fab there for a second? That was frightening.
Oh,
Sweetie,
God.
darling. Sweetie, darling.
Well, Franny is here, and he sensed danger. And
Okay, Will Robinson.
yes, and he wanted to come to see if she was okay. If she was okay.
Is she?
Well, Catherine's here.
Hey, girl.
She ain't seen Jill. She ain't even talked to Jill.
What? Jill says she was with you, girl. What's she up to?
Yeah, and now all of the trucks are out screaming, Jill, 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 Jill. And Franny's like, they ain't gonna find her out there.
So many pickup trucks.
Well, Dell's back.
Convoy.
They didn't find her.
No. She's disappeared into the night.
JB just sort of like, as everybody else talking, it's just her and Franny in a room. She's like, hey, take a load off, Franny. Got a question for you. Why the hell are you here? And he's like, I'm here to help. And she's like, why are you here? Why, sir, are you located in this presence?
Why is you
right
here?
now? Why is you here? Ain't
Why is you
nobody
here?
supposed to be here.
Why
No,
is
no,
you
no,
here?
no, nobody. No, 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 nobody. No, no, no. Oh! Oh! Oh!
How did you get here? Because nobody's supposed to be here.
Anyway, there's a phone call, girl.
Ring, ring.
Hey,
Hey.
if you would leave $1 billion at that spot in untraceable cash at 6 a.m., that'd be great, and you'll get Jill back. Click.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we should do that then.
That's what they decide to do. Lee has 1 million ruble doll hairs. Now, girl, that is 2 ruples worth of winnings right there. He has 1 million ruble doll hairs up in his safe.
Oh, that's convenient.
And they know exactly where to put this stuff.
Oh,
JB's like, y'all, could we call the cops?
why would we do that? That would make
And Dell's like,
sense.
they'll kill her. I think that would be a convenient end for this whole thing for them. But what do I know?
I mean, somehow the police are just never involved when they should be involved in these episodes.
The family says no, and it's the next morning. Dell's back. He put the money out where it's supposed to be. We find out that this was a very specific spot that he knew very well.
Oh, okay.
The phone rings, and it's Jill this time. Jill calling. Ectoplasm calling.
Hey, Ecto, how you been, squirrel? How your socks doing?
They left her somewhere. Dell offers to go pick her up. She's like, I don't even know where I am. My cell phone isn't existent yet. So
She ain't got a car phone.
she got a car phone.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And then Lee says, thank God she's safe, and she drives over a cliff.
Come on, Thelma and or Louise.
Well, it pans the policeman who's calling in the report, and he's like, yeah, that car was a huge-ass fireball, and it really burnt that woman alive.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
And we just got her free. It's a shame she can't drive very well.
Well, Dell and Lee, after talking to the police, are back home. We pan to a little bit later, and they talk to the police. They're back home. Well, Franny is looking in Jill's room for things. We find her diary, like her little. He looks for a little diary where she writes down what she's going to do. JB catches him and scolds him and says, "Stop it! We're under investigation."
Oh.
But we also find out that Franny is getting ready to leave with his wife to Hong Kong.
Oh, that's nice. Nice little trip to Hong Kong. It's nice.
Well, he leaves out of the room, and JB looks at the diary, and they see psychic seminar at 10, and then at 4, go to dentist with GO capitalized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for your hygiene. Dental hygiene.
I need to go back. No, I'm good right now. I'm one of those that has to go some years it's every 4 months, other years it's twice a year. So,
Okay.
yeah, I know you don't care.
I mean, I'm just taking it all in. It's nice.
Why don't you care about my dental hygiene, girl?
Girl, I ain't gonna need it till it's time for insurance breakers.
Well, we meet Lieutenant Turner, and we find out, girl, it wasn't an accident.
Wait, what? She's not a bad driver?
No, there were no skid marks or brakes. Somebody tampered with them.
Stop it.
She
Who would want
couldn't.
to kill somebody like that after they just got her free?
You just let my joke go straight through. Did you even hear what I said?
No.
You said stop it, and I said you can't. There we go. I just had to loop back to that. Going back to the middle and around again.
We're in a roundabout.
Well, Lieutenant wants to talk to Franny and Dell, and JB's like, to catch Franny, you better hurry up, because he just left for the airport, and he's getting ready to go to Hong Kong.
He's going to where?
And Dell's at the funeral parlor.
Oh, okay.
Well, Catherine's there too to help. We find out that Dell is going to cremate her, and Catherine's like, "Isn't that a little rude? She just burned up in a little." Actually, she doesn't even say that. She's like, "After what Franny said, not the horrible crash she was just in."
I mean, I just feel like it's efficient, right? It's like thawing it out before putting it in the oven, so it'll take less time and effort. I'm like, do I get a discount? Do we get a discount on the crematorium service? Because she already halfway there. No, I don't get a discount. Oh, but y'all using less gas.
Actually, you know what they said? The only remains that were left were her rings. So, but they did dental records later on. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
They gonna burn her teeth.
They can't. If a fire's hot enough, yes, it can.
I'm just saying. They go have a little box with her teeth. We commit these teeth to ashes.
Teeth to teeth and teeth to teeth.
Who want her gold filling? Everybody. We can't put that in there, y'all. It's gonna mess up the kiln.
God almighty. So Catherine is hugging
lingering
Dell,
way too long.
Lingering, and Ben walks in, and she's like, "Oh, hi, Ben." And Ben's like, "I'm so sorry for your loss, but at least Catherine was here to give you comfort."
I mean, I'm sure his underwear ain't feeling that comfortable right now, but it's fine.
So we're back at the ranch, and JB thinks that the whole thing was voice recorded, the $1 million. And she said, what's going on? We know it's very obvious Jill and Dell were going to get a divorce. And Lee's basically like, you know what? Jill ruined his life. She took him on away from a job that he maybe didn't like, but a successful job, and like it went downhill from there, and he couldn't do anything about it.
I mean, Whose fault is that?
Well,
Stop blaming the woman all the time. He a grown man.
Girl, we're at the police. And we find out that Franny's name is Leonard Stevlin of Syosset, Long Island. He's been arrested 9 times. And he says he killed no one, but the predictions, he was paid to give them, and he was paid by Dell. Did I get you there?
It caught me so deep, so fast. Oh my gosh. Like, that was amazing. I realized that the listeners are like, what is happening right now? It caught me so quickly. I didn't even know how to react. Like, my body just viscerally reacted to it. Oh man, that was perfect. What a perfect line reading that was.
Well, girl, we're back at home.
Oh, Lord.
And Dell paid Frank to scare her.
No.
And then say that the marriage was evil, so she would divorce. He could never do it. And
he's a good man.
He chased Franny out to ask why he changed the plan back at the beginning of this episode.
Oh, okay. That explains that part.
Well, JB's pensive. And she takes the detective upstairs to look at the diary. And she's like, go dentistry. It's not go to dentist. It's
not?
It's Chekhov's Greta Olson.
Oh no.
Oh yes. JB says, hey, let Franny go. And we'll see what happens. Well, girl, we're at Asian Airways. Something they put in the most random set because it's like dark in places. It looks nothing like an airport.
It doesn't.
I don't know what kind of aeropuerto this is, but it's not one that I've ever seen.
Not aeropuerto.
Aeropuerto. Girl, the police pick up Lenny. He's now Lenny.
Okay. Hey, Lenny.
And he's like,
hey,
honey, you go on ahead while I wrap this up. And JB's like, I would prefer if you didn't do that, Jill. And with a hat covering her face and a blonde wig and huge sunglasses, she turns around, takes off the sunglasses, reveals her bright blue eyes.
Oh my gosh.
She killed Greta.
No.
Well, we're back with JB and Lee. And JB figured out the dental x-rays were switched.
Oh my gosh.
And then Lee decides just to let Dell be. And JB is going to go back to Maine and work on her steak and chili recipe. As soon as she gets it perfect, she'll give him a call. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you enjoy this episode?
It was a hoot.
It was a hoot.
Very ridiculous.
This was one of the best episodes I've seen. Like,
talk
it was
about like throwing everything at the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Everything at you.
and it helps that Jill was fun. Like, I looked up her IMDb. It was all good, but like this was good.
She was a young starlet at the time, so I mean, you know.
Tell the dear listeners where I can find you.
Hello. Hi, dear
The
listeners.
young ingenue. Oh, girl, apparently there's Amazing Colossal Karaoke showing up on my schedule from 8 p.m. to midnight.
I'll leave that alone. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Hey, y'all, it's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can catch me in person every Monday night hosting karaoke down at the Gathering in Miami Beach. And various other things that pop up now that I'm more freelance. You can find all that out at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, I'm the Divine Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have Patreon? That's right. If you go to patreon.com/Mims, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Oui.
Did you know we have another podcast?
What?
Again, that's right. It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Designing
Come on,
Women
Dairy
podcast.
Queen.
It was not Dairy Queen. It was a drumstick.
I thought you said earlier it was because you had ice cream.
Yeah, a drumstick.
Bitch, I'm calling you Dairy Queen.
Oh. I thought you said I got Dairy Queen. I love Dairy Queen.
Because you are one.
No way. It's about luscious.
Yes, girl. It's them gallon jugs of milk candy. That gallon jugs of milk, girl.
Girl,
Yes.
they're just down half gallons now.
Come on, oh, come on down. They're going to be pints soon, honey. Come on.
Yeah.
Unpasteurized pints, honey.
Girl, what is wrong with your state serving unpasteurized milk? Anyway, moving on. Hey, babe.
Yes.
Did you know
You got yourself to.
that we have a website? That's right. It's mimsandmaim.com. You go there, find out what we're doing, and buy things. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
Love a good 5-star review.
That's absolutely correct. It really helps us grow. Hey, Maim, you know what?
Yes.
You know what? I have not looked, see if there are any.
Girl, you already know what the answer's going to be. You already know what
Well,
the answer
let's see if we got any 1-star reviews. That's the.
I'll take a review. Just whatever.
Nope, none from that one. And then, nope, no new ones. Okay, we love to read them. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
did you know our dear listeners can reach out to us?
Hey, what?
That's right, they can send an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Hey, Maim,
Yeah.
do you have anything else to add?
Not really.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No